Hi, today we're going to be talking about why might you still be struggling with mental health, even though it seems you've been trying for months. Well, it's really complicated, but my take on this question is that either you're not trying and you're not practicing your coping skills, or you're not practicing your coping skills. That's just my experience with struggling with mental health for months, even though I feel like I've been trying. I know you probably hear this a lot and it might sound annoying, but you just gotta practice your coping skills. If you've been to the hospital enough time, you probably have memorized a good coping skills, but you don't use them. And my pro tip is to just practice them. Get up every day when you get up, set an alarm, and set goals. Write down goals, telling, okay, I'm gonna practice this today at this time. And yeah, you probably heard this before, but it's very useful. It's probably my downfall. I want to make sure no one I know goes down the same path I went down, and that's failure. Well, I'm not a failure yet, but if I keep going down this path, I will be. I will be ended up 6 feet underground if I keep going down this path. And my goal is to practice my coping skills. So it's memorized in my head how to use them, when to use them. And so when I'm struggling with mental health really badly, I've memorized how and when to use the coping skills. So it's engraved into my brain. So when I need them the most, I can use them. Let me just list a few coping skills right here. Okay, so we got tip, so temperature. I forget. It's an acronym. It's like a coping skill I learned at Rogers. Temperature, so basically put your head in like a container of really ice cold water and that would distract you. But don't do this if you're having like a panic attack, I heard from teachers. Intense exercise, which you can probably guess what that is. Paced breathing. So it's like, and paced muscle relaxation. So basically you squeeze all your muscles at once and then you let go. And you can do this while you're doing some deep breathing too. This will help distract you from self-harm or panic attacks or anxiety. You know. Another coping skill is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So basically acknowledge 5 things that you can see around you, 4 things you can touch, 3 things you can hear, 2 things you can smell, and 1 thing you can taste. Or 1 emotion you feel right now. Another coping skill to battle cognitive distortions is reading this. Basically, I'll read it for you. My body is strong and resilient. The entire body is thriving and glowing with vitality. I am powerful, and I take good care of my body. Basically, just look up positive acclamations. An acclamation is a positive message you repeat to yourself over and over again to try to get yourself thinking as true. Because cognitive distortions are your brain trying to tell you things that aren't true, negative things. Like, say, I'm a horrible person, I deserve to die. That's a cognitive distortion. But if you tell yourself the opposite, like, I'm a good person, I deserve to live, over and over again, your brain will think it's true over time. Just like how if you think of a cognitive distortion over and over again, you believe it's true. Thankfully, I've learned to accomplish this. Another coping skill is asking for help. A lot of people struggle to do this. And that's not something you can really practice because usually you only call the hotline numbers when you're in a crisis. I've never tried practicing it before because I don't know how to practice it. Do you just awkwardly ask, hey, I'm calling 988. Okay. Hi, what's your emergency? No, I'm just practicing calling 988 so I can call it again when I actually need it. Oh, okay. Is it really that awkward? I didn't make it sound awkward, but in my head it feels really awkward. Okay. I talk a lot, sorry. What else? So hotline numbers include the sexual assault hotline. People that get sexually assaulted tend to have a higher chance of committing suicide. So make sure to call that number. Even if you didn't process it at first, it'll probably come to you eventually. And as soon as that happens to you, you should probably call the number. That's my plan. If that ever happens to me, I don't even know how hard it is to call the number. Honestly, I don't know. That's never happened to me. So, if you're a veteran, there's a veteran hotline. There's also 988, the most basic hotline. Okay, bye.